conversation is finally open, and that is the biggest, newest thing. The fact that so many generations just had to keep this code of silence going for so long, it's upsetting. And we're at a point now where we can see the change taking place in real time, and I'm so thrilled to be a part of that movement that is making the change and on the front lines of it, because I've seen people suffer, and I suffered. I suffered because I was alone and panicky and went in much earlier than I was prepared for. I had no knowledge of it. Really, the word menopause, I heard maybe 2 other times before I was told it was becoming part of my story. And that just gives you an indication of how lonely and terrifying it was. I've always felt like I've taken sustainability seriously without it being what it is today. There was a portion of time where I was raised by my grandmother, and she lived through the war, and she would save everything. She would never throw away a plastic container, even if it had holes in it. We would still find a use for it. And so that's always been part of my mindset, and turning off the lights, closing the doors, keeping the heat in, not wasting electricity, all of those things are part of my makeup, my DNA. And so it's very easy for me to think like that now. And it's such an important time to take this so seriously so that we can leave a better planet behind. I've always been a woman's woman. I've always relied on the, strengths of my female friendships. So I knew that I was suffering alone and needed some hand holding and just, someone to laugh and cry with. And I was closing off because I didn't really know that people were available to talk to. I was filled with shame. I felt scared. And whenever I tried to test the waters and say a little bit to friends, they would sort of clam up. So I felt like, I'll just shut down. So I spent a long time just not knowing what was going on. So I felt like if I felt like that, chances are many others do too. And I think I'm in acting and film and TV because I like to be part of storytelling. Storytelling can create change. And this is another version of that. It's a much more personal journey and risky, especially given that I'm in the industry that I'm in. But as I said, we're living longer, and I think people are much more open to that kind of changes at this point. Hola, Spain! I love you. Mwah.